I wasn't sure I was going to tell this story today because I'm feeling extra vulnerable and um, wasn't sure, but I had this experience today that was, do you laugh? Do you cry? Oh, you do both in in good measure, like hearty laughter and deep, deep wailing is a good word. I went back to my storage unit today for the first time since December 9th. My mom died on November 20th. I had been in South Carolina with her for a few weeks before and then stayed a couple weeks after she died. And then I drove back here to Missouri in a little U-Haul that was filled with, not filled, but had some of her belongings that I had decided to take with me. And that's when I got back to town, was December 9th. And I just drove straight to the storage unit, just because I was tired of driving a U-Haul truck and I did not want to go to bed and have to get up and drive it again. So I went straight to the storage unit, and my best friend Paul had said he would meet me there to help me unload the truck. So he did, and unloaded it, and it didn't take long because there wasn't a huge amount of stuff. But gave him a big hug, we took a selfie, and I went home. And then 30 hours later, he had died. And so I hadn't been able to go back to the storage unit since that day. I just couldn't do it. I knew that everything about it would just be all about my mom and all about my best friend being gone. But today I finally did. And I experienced that grief is strange, because nothing in the storage unit looked tragic. There was a kitchen table and chairs and some boxes of Christmas decorations, a couple lamps, some just random bags with maybe a picture in it or a piece of jewelry or, little kitchen utensils. I mean, seriously random, ordinary life things. Meanwhile, I'm standing there holding and carrying my deepest grief that I've ever known. And then apparently, because the universe has a dark sense of humor, I couldn't find my way back to the elevator. I got lost. I got completely lost on the third floor of this storage place. Every hallway, and none of them are very long. It's like you start to feel like a rat in a maze. But every hallway looked exactly the same. And I actually was getting a little nervous, like, am I ever going to get out of here? And then I paused, and I thought, oh, this is grief. This is grief, trying to leave something and not being able to find the exit. Yeah, wandering identical hallways, carrying things that I don't even know what to do with, trying to get back to myself. And trying to get back to myself while I'm holding pieces of my mom, holding pieces of someone that I love. And somehow it felt both devastating and a little bit funny. I should say a lot funny, because grief is apparently about crying over my deceased mother, missing my best friend, and wandering a storage facility with identical hallways, all white, in the 3,000 numbers, like 3,100, 3,200, 3,300. And, every time you turn a corner, you're a rat in a maze. So I'm wandering this storage facility with identical hallways like a spiritually exhausted squirrel, right? We talk about squirrel moments. And all I could do was laugh. I had to call the front desk of the storage unit so a woman, the receptionist woman, could come upstairs, find me, and bring me to the elevator. Even just talking about it now makes me laugh. Nobody prepares you for how absolutely ordinary the unbearable can look.